setting your projects up for success. Now, setting your projects up for success actually starts before you even choose your project. It comes from the great ideas and choosing the best of those great ideas, the ones that are the best Six Sigma projects. And which of those great Six Sigma projects are going to be done with the least effort and the most impact? And which of those are actually ready to move forward that have support from your organization that you want to go ahead and execute. So this is what we're going to do today, is we're going to talk about taking a bunch of ideas and actually taking them down to those few ones that are going to give you the biggest bang for your buck. So first off, we need to have some project ideas. What ideas are out there? How do you start to get this queue going? Now, whether you're someone who's taking Greenbelt and now you want to actually have a project that you're working on and you're looking for your Greenbelt project, or you're a process improvement professional and you're expected to execute some of these projects, either way, the best thing to start with is a queue. Rather than just starting with, hey, I have a project idea, actually have a bunch of project ideas and let's work to identify which of those is going to be best. Now, my recommendation as we go through this activity is that you start off by identifying 10 to 30 project ideas. So this is what I want you to think about. Start getting up on the board. Get some Post-its out or get your PowerPoint or wherever you're taking your notes, your OneNote, and start writing down these ideas. Your goal to be about 10 to 30 ideas. Now, if we start looking for ideas, we can start at the top, looking at that big picture, because that's where we're going to get buy-in the most. If we can get that buy-in of upper management, we can have a better chance of that project actually getting the support, getting the barriers broken down, and getting it moved forward. So let's talk about where you can find ideas that are important to management. So the first place that you can look is the mission, vision, values. Are there places that you're not meeting those mission, vision, values? If there are, those are great opportunities for improvement, i.e. projects, right? So you can start to write down some of those ideas. So go ahead and take a look at your organization's mission, vision, values, and identify if there's any gaps. The next thing you can look at, the strategic plan. Does your organization have a strategic plan that they're working on? If they do, that's a great place to start looking for some ideas, because are there gaps where we're not going to meet that strategic plan goal? Are there places where you can see what's coming next that you can plan, hey, next quarter is going to be all about increasing profits. So I want a project that taps into increasing profits. Now, whether or not you have some of your project ideas done already, you might be able to also see how your project ideas fit into this wider strategy, which means you can start to see how you're going to get more support for your project. Now, after the strategy, you might have some goals, some departmental measures that you're working towards. Are there any gaps there? Are there any opportunities there? What frustrates your champion and your sponsor day to day? How can you make that easier? So those are all places that you can start to look for those ideas. Now, all of those were kind of from the top down, but let's talk a little bit more about the bottom up, because that's a place to look for some quick wins, some easier ideas, which can be ideal for your first project. So you took the top down approach. Let's talk about the bottom up. So you may be a part of daily huddles. This is a great place to hear what people are saying, see those challenges that people have, and that's a great place to start writing down some of those ideas. Now, if you've done all these things and you still have like 3 ideas and you're like, Amanda, this isn't enough. I can't find enough ideas. I don't know what to go after. All right, so the next thing that you're going to do is just do a downtime exercise. Just do a Gemba walk. Go around. Go look at the work that you do. Identify, do you have some examples of defects in your workstation? Do you have examples where you have excessive waiting? Do you have examples of inventory issues, right? And just go ahead and note those ideas down. Each one of those might be a good opportunity for improvement, a project, an idea, right? So just going through those downtime ways can be really quick to get those ideas. Now, all of these should always be done with the support of your champion and your sponsor. So I'd also encourage you to talk to them about what they see as good projects. They may be able to identify great ideas. They may be able to look through your ideas and say, actually, and this one. Actually, this one's 2 different things. Actually, that one's not your department, so don't worry about it. right? So they'll be able to look through those ideas and probably give you ideas as well. Now, I'll give you one other tip. I have 2 questions that I ask that really help me to identify some opportunities for improvement. What frustrates you? What keeps you up at night? So that's one question that I'll ask people. What keeps you up at night? What really makes you mad? When was the last time you got yelled at? Right? So that's a great place for project ideas because that usually means something's broken, something needs to be improved. So that's a great thing to think about. The second one is, what does a good day look like? Do you know what a good day looks like? What is keeping you from achieving that good day? Those barriers that are keeping you from achieving that good day, that's a great opportunity for a project. Having more good days is a good opportunity for a project. So start to get those project ideas down. Just go ahead and write them on some Post-its, throw them up on the wall, and get those ideas up on the wall. 10 to 30 ideas.